Yukon Gold potatoes, Almore Drip style. We're doing 2 tablespoons of warm milk. Three tablespoons melted butter. Half a teaspoon of table salt. And 2 tablespoons of white sugar. Then I'm going to mix that. Then 2 cups of cold riced potatoes. I'm using Yukon Gold. Apparently they're the best. Mix that in. Then 1 cup of flour. You ain't gonna like it, but use your hands. Try to use a spoon. It's gonna end up banging yourself in the head because it's annoying. Gotta be hands or it won't come out right. going to look like this. It's a little tacky, but don't go nuts with the flour because it gets more flour when you roll it out. Also, pro tip, when you rice the potatoes, make sure that you really strain them good before you rice them, and make sure they're in the fridge overnight with a towel over them. Don't use plastic wrapper. They're going to end up mushy. And it's going to look like this. Got to use your hands. If you don't, you're never going to get that snobby texture. I used a 1/4 inch measuring cup to make the balls. They come out about 12 inches. And I just this year decided I was going to put a plastic bag in the cup because it makes them come out way easier. Roll them in a ball. Send them off to the rolling station. All right, Salmart Dirt, we're at the rolling station. Use this pastry rolling iron. It's got this cloth cover. This pastry board's got a cover. You're going to want to do about a 1/4 cup every 2 for sure, if not every one. And then roll it back and forth to make sure there's plenty on this and that. And then when you put it on here, don't push down hard or you start to mash through the flour. You just kind of want to like ease it out. Keep it round. If you mash through your layer of flour, then the cloth starts to get wet and then you're in big trouble. Then it just sticks. You get holes in them. It's terrible. It kind of springs back, so you got to just keep giving her the berries till it's the thickness you like. I like them pretty thin. That 1/4 cup ball makes about a 12-inch Lefsa, so get it about a foot diameter. Liking that. That looks good. All right, now we're going to shift over to the grilling station. We good? Mm-hmm. Every cup one of these, this gets flour on it from the Lefsa, and clean that off every now and again because the edges start to burn. It gets all brown like this. You don't want that, so just have a paper towel there and wipe that off. It's kind of got a little spot right there to get that off there. Keep it clean. That's pretty sweet.
That's also a flammable object.
Simmer down, wife.
Nope. Flat side down. There you go.
Flat side down. Oh, yeah. Give it a little shake. Then put it on here and roll it out. And normally my recipe says 375, 2 minutes per side, but this is production. And the boss likes to run this thing maximum heat 450, 30 seconds per side. You got to kind of keep an eye on it. They burn quick if you do that. It's not as forgiving, so you got to keep an eye on it. You can kind of see some steam coming off there. You know that's getting good. It's starting to creep up on 30 seconds. And you can kind of just like cheat and look under the edge and see if you're kind of starting to get a little bit of brown spot on there. Then you know it's time to flip. Kind of, I always like to see when the steam starts to slow down, you know you're getting there. The edges start to look like they're drying out. I can almost feel it. That's usually when I like to flip it. And only ever flip it once. If you flip it twice, just throw that in the garbage. That's not good enough for anybody. So yeah, you kind of start to get the hang of it. You get about 5 or 6 into it, they start coming out perfect like that. Obviously this is my first one because I just moved over from the mixing station, but I think this one's still going to be edible. Normally in production I'd be rolling out the next one while this one's bucking away. Not yet. Kind of feel mushy. You want to shh, shh, shh. That's how I tell. Sneak a peek. Not yet. Nope. All right, I'm calling it. Nah, not yet. A little bit more. All right, here we go. Give it a little shake. Move it over to your towel. Roll that right out on there. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. All right, and that's a wrap. Almar Dirt. That's a wrap. Hon, come back and take